Okay, so we're back again with the BMC Mini 9/16 tractor, and today we're going to be changing the oil and changing over the filters and the fuel filters and draining the fuel. So as you can see, we're actually in a different location. So what we've done is we've towed it round because the weather's turned a bit crap, and under here we've got some shelter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drain out the engine oil. Got a couple of buckets and a bit of a toolkit. And what I'll do is I'll keep cutting in little videos, but yeah, I will keep you updated. Crack that off. Now I don't know what this oil is going to be like, but it's not been changed in 8+ years. And there we go, nice and black. Get a bit closer. Did pick up some oil today, and we should be all right. Some universal stuff to go in both the back and down this in the engine. But yeah, it definitely needed some fresh. I've got a new oil filter and fuel filter that we'll be changing over in a moment. So we'll get it all swapped over. There's no point you watching this for long, and the wind is bloody dreadful here. So if you can't hear much of what I'm saying, I do apologise, but we'll cut you back in a moment when we've got it going. Well, got some of the bits off. So there we go, we've got the diesel draining out the tank. And some of you may think, oh, well, why are you draining the diesel? Diesel doesn't really go off, you know. But at the end of the day, it has been sat for probably around 10 years. And I can imagine, well, we tried starting it while we were there, and it didn't seem to want to go. So we will we'll definitely drain the fuel out, put some fresh in. We're doing the filters anyway, so we might as well. But yeah, there we have it. There's the diesel draining out. We'll update you in a sec. Okay, so we've got a CAV 296 filter, and we're going to be replacing the old one with this new one. So here it is, replacement fuel filter. And that obviously goes in there, and we have a bowl that goes on the bottom. But obviously you've got some little new rubber seals that we're going to put in. One of which goes in the bottom of the fuel bowl. So take that one out. Open this packet up. Box. Yeah, again, sorry if you can't hear much because of the wind, but unfortunately this is a little bit of a wind tunnel. So yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. And then you literally just replace the old one in there. I shouldn't worry too much. I probably will just dribble a little bit of diesel on it, just to make sure that there's a good seal. The old one is just in there. Put the bigger one in there. Now I shan't worry about that side because there is diesel on this bit. And if I'm not correct, a little O-ring goes just on there. Yep, like that. Don't know whether you can see it there. Yeah, you can. Beautiful. I'm going to get a rag to wipe my hands a bit. And then I'm going to go around the corner where the fuel is draining out of the fuel tank, and I'm going to just dribble a little bit of fuel in the bottom of this fuel bowl just to make sure that it's getting a nice lubricated seal. There we have it. So it's all ready. Grab our filter, place that through there. It goes in on there. Just press it in. There we go. And then we have a little long bolt which I placed up here. Threads down on it. Make sure not to cross thread it. There we go. And then tighten it up. Yeah. filled in, all wiped down. There we have it, new fuel filter put on. Okay, so this is the filter housing as we took off. Got a little spring, goes in there. Then the plate with the dimple. Make sure that's seating nicely. Try that again. That's as good as it's going to get. And we'll pop that down. Filter. That just slides on in. Got a top plate. Goes on top. And you drop the bolt in the dirty oil. That's always a good one. So, what I'm actually going to do, put that there for now. Got some little O-ring seals. Got various different sizes actually, to give you a variety. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's still one in there. So just put the O-ring in. I had to pause the camera because it was going to take a while, and I got a pick to actually get the old O-ring out. So put the new O-ring in. It was the thinner out of the, well, the medium size one. This is a very thin one. I've got a very thick one, and it was the medium. And having a second look at this filter arrangement, I actually realised that the spring goes in, obviously, and then the dimple goes downwards. So, well, dimple facing up, and that's so that the spring locates in the bottom. But anyway, filter in, plate on top, job's a good one. And I have put a little run of oil, in fact I'm going to just put a little bit more around that filter O-ring. Thread that up. It's always the fun bit. Oh, don't you dare. They like to make it awkward for you. There we go, she's cool. It's just a little bit of a pain, but it's nothing too major. Give it a wiggle, make sure it's seating nicely. There we go. I'm going to get a spanner to nip that up, and then we'll get on to filling the oil.